So I asked you, what do you believe in God for? And you gave me some really good things. But you have to remind yourself, all your issues. Like, you want to write down your issues, the things that you are battling with. So for me personally, sometimes I battle with anxiety, which causes overthinking, right? Right. Somebody else might battle with lust, right? That might be their big thing that they need to be healed from. But then if you think about it, what would be this is the big thing that the enemy sometimes shows you. But you want to think about, what if none of these things existed? What if God healed all that? Where else would my focus be? If God healed my anxiety, Morgan, what else would you be believing God for? Because the enemy wants you to focus on this. This is my problem. This is my problem. But God has a breakthrough for you that if we don't, I've got you on this, sis. Don't worry about that. I got you, okay? What would you, if none of these issues existed, what would you be believing God for? Okay? So for me, if my anxiety didn't exist, I can't have a faith for only about God delivering from anxiety, healing from anxiety. Because that means he might want to give me so much more, but my focus is the anxiety. So I only have faith, release me from this anxiety. And maybe the anxiety is something God, like Paul had in the Bible. Maybe that's a thorn for a season. And maybe there's a certain day and an hour that thing is going to go away on, but you're fasting, trying to get it to go away today, when God says, daughter, you're going to go through that for a season, because when your nephew, your cousin, when your sister goes through it, you're going to help her get through it. So I need you to go through it for a little bit, right? Because the girls who come in behind you, they need to know how to get through it. So I want to ask you, if this stuff wasn't in the way, your issue, your overthinking, your lust, your anxiety, your pain, your pride, whatever, if that wasn't in the way, what would you be believing God for? Okay? And so for me, I don't get caught up on the thorn. The thorn is for a season. We already know that Jesus finished it anyways. We're healed through his blood. So this is for a season. But what am I really believing God for? And so if we only get caught up on the anxiety, the lust, the hurt, the depression, if we get caught up on all that like the enemy wants us to focus on it, then we're going to miss out on the other stuff. Because actually God may want to open the door for you to go speak somewhere. God may want you to go back to college. God may want you to launch that business. God may want you to know him like never before. God may want you to lose 20 pounds because of what you're about to do in your purpose in the next year. Okay? But you're sitting here putting all your faith into these things and none into that. Do you see what I'm saying? And so the enemy is laughing because God already has a day where these things got to go anyways. God already knows, get the lust under control, because your husband will come in a few years and you'll get to release that stuff with him. Right? God ain't worried about this. It's us. The enemy wants you to focus on this, while God wants you to focus on what he really has for you. So that's where you focus up, like level up in your mind, and quit thinking about the other things. Pray these things out. Give these things to the Lord. But get your focus on things above and what God is really calling for you to do in this season, in this fast.